ask you, what advice do you wish you took years ago? Yes, basically, here I would like to ask you, कि ऐसी कौन सी एक सलाह थी जो आपने सोचा कि काश ये मेरे को सालों पहले किसी ने दी होती? Because we always regret whatever we haven't done earlier. But let me tell you, friends, there is no point to regret on those things what we haven't done earlier. The important thing is what we can do now, because doing doing right thing at the right time is more important. So if you really don't want, you can regret later after 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years. You need to take the action. You need to make the right decision today. Just find the thing, what is the thing you are missing and what is the thing you are not able to make now. What is the one thing which you are not able to make decision now, and take the decision and start enjoying your dream life. Good morning. So I am joining you live from Mundra. If you didn't know this place is in Gujarat, one of the biggest port in India. So I came here for some other official things. So very happy to joining you guys from here. Today we have another powerful story which is little bit longer, but hear out with me with lots of interest, and definitely you are going to see कि there is a great learning from this story. So, centuries ago, in a small Italian town, there was a business owner who was in a great amount of debt. His banker, who was an old, unattractive man, strongly desired the business owner's younger, beautiful daughter. The banker decided to offer the businessman's debt to forgive the debt that he owed the bank completely. However, here was a bit of catch. So, in order for the businessman to become debt free, he was to have his daughter to marry the banker. The businessman didn't want to concede to this agreement, but he had no other choice as the debt was so extreme. And finally, the banker said, okay, he would put two small stones into a bag, and one of which was white and another one will be black. And the daughter would then need to reach into the bag and blindly choose a stone. If she chose the black stone, the businessman debt would be cleared and the daughter would have to marry the banker. Second option, if she chose the white stone, the debt would be cleared and the daughter would not have to marry him. Then, while standing in the stone filled path in the businessman's yards, the banker reached down and chose sorry, two small stones, not realizing that the businessman's daughter was watching him. She noticed that, picked up two black stones and put him in the bag. When it came time for the daughters to pick a stone out of the bag, she felt she had three choices. Number one choice, refuse to do it. Second option, take out both stone and expose the banker's cheating. Option number 3, pick a stone knowing it would be black and sacrifice herself to get the father out of debt. But she picked a stone from the bag and immediately accidentally dropped it into abundance of stone where they were all standing. And she said to the banker, I'm sorry, I'm so clumsy. Oh well, just look in the bag to see what color stone is in. And there now, so you will know that the color stone I picked. Of course, remaining stone was black because the banker didn't want his deceit to be exposed. He played along, acting as if stone that the businessman's daughter dropped had to have been white. He cleared the businessman's debt, and daughter remained free from having to spend the rest of her life with the banker. But you must be thinking why I am telling this story to you. So I am saying telling because while you may have to think outside of the box sometimes, it's always possible to conquer a difficult situation. You don't have to be always give the option you are presented with. Challenge the status quo, think creatively, and engage in the productive and non-conformity when possible. Hope you got the value from this story, and these three things you are going to implement in your life. Like what I mentioned earlier, you cannot refuse to do it. Sometime you need to take the action. Take out multiple options and think how you can get the best out of it. And even third one is, even there is some wrong in the process, you can see what best you can do. So you can try to do this, you will get the amazing results. In another part of the session today, we would like to share you one amazing closing technique. And let me tell you, friend, this closing technique is very powerful. And if you implement this in the right way, you are going to get success 100%. You cannot find this kind of technique very easily, which is gonna work for all the people whosoever is going to implement in the right way. So sometimes salesperson have to be artistic, right? You cannot always behave like a robot. You need to be artists as well. And you must paint a mental picture in prospect's mind to sell a concept, not the product. You need to sell the concept, and if you can do this, then you can potentially get leads to visualize owning your product and how it benefits in their business. So try something like this. What would you do with the 25% increase in revenue by using our product? And get them talk about your solution like they already own it. And from here, you can try to commit them to sell. Another way to use this technique is to tell compelling story about achieving goals, crushing competitors, and streamlining growth. Hope you got the message. You hope you got the technique. What exactly I am saying? I am saying कि you need to sell them a ownership of your solution. Try out this technique and how exactly you are getting the result. Just let me know. I am waiting for your comment. With this, we will wrap this session. Thank you so much for joining me live, or maybe you will watch these recordings later. Tomorrow we will have the session same time, same place. Till that time, bye.